everyone. Today's unexpected live stream coming to you live from DC and Michelle Dude's vehicle. I'm DC, and today we're giving thanks. I know, precursor to Thanksgiving, but today's tone is giving thanks, and today's tone was set by none other than Michelle herself. So while you don't see Michelle here on screen, you can definitely know that she is here in spirit. Because, like I said, she's the one who selected today's theme of giving thanks. For those of you who may not have guessed it by now, I am on my way to treatment on this day before Thanksgiving 2021. So thanks for coming along and joining me. I really appreciate it. Because even though I'll probably be sleeping before too long, because that's typically what I do, it's good that I'm able to bring you guys along with me as I'm here at a red light. So now I can look at the camera to see what treatment is like and to understand why I might be giving thanks. And for those of you who are wondering why I'm wearing a hoodie, folks, it is chilly. It is a chilly day out there in these, I would usually say Disney streets, but more like in these Central Florida streets. But yeah, today I wanted to just reflect back and give thanks as I'm being treated, and acknowledging all that transpired this past weekend as we went through our 5K, our virtual 5K for Miles for Moffitt, where in the end we raised $6,750 all together for Miles for Moffitt and for critical cancer research, and research that's going towards treatment options, treatments very similar to the one that I'm going to receive right now, that when I started on it was barely approved by the FDA for treatment of multiple myeloma. So, needless to say, I am a true example of why your donations and your sharing out of the links made such a difference. Today, we'll give you just a little bit of an example. But now back to driving in the most wonderful time of the year. I need some Christmas music, right? Christmas music would be nice. Might add a little flair. And those of you who are wondering, I'm not able to chat right now because I am driving, so I can't read. I mean, I can read, but I can't read the chat because I'm driving. So I'm basically doing a monologue while I'm driving in. That's tough. It's tough to maintain a crowd for 15, 20 minutes and not have any interaction whatsoever, and not even necessarily have what you would call a plan. But I know Michelle's in the chat. I know she's there, so that's good. I have her at least saying hey. So, hey, Shaw, I love you. And for the rest of you who are in the chat, thanks for hopping in. I know it's an odd time and an odd live stream to be tuning into, especially when it's just me. Because usually it's me and Michelle. But today, Michelle's, of course, at work, and I am going into treatment. And when I go in for treatment, I go to Orlando Health, which is in downtown Orlando, and it's at the Orlando Health Cancer Institute. And that's where I go to receive my primary treatment. Now, I know you hear us talking about Moffitt, and you might be asking yourself, well, why are you going to Orlando Health if your specialist is at Moffitt? Well, because I received my treatment here with my primary oncologist here at Orlando Health. And then I go to Moffitt for my multiple myeloma specialist. And let's just use names. Dr. Melissa Alcina is my multiple myeloma specialist at Moffitt. And my primary oncologist is Dr. Saeed Baitis here at Orlando Health. And together they are my team. And they talk about my treatments and make sure that everything is going well with me. And Dr. Baitis, he's basically my home base, making sure everything is all right, watching my treatment, week to week. And Dr. Alcina, I see her every couple of months, and she checks in to make sure that, I'm responding well to my current treatment regimen. And like I said, they discuss between each other what's going on. So that's the basic overview of how the team works. So thank you again for hopping in and being in with us here today on this live stream as I take you with me on a treatment Wednesday right next to Thanksgiving. And like I said, Michelle had the perfect theme for today, and that would be giving thanks for treatment. So, Michelle, if you're in the chat, thank you so much. I love you. And for the rest of you in the chat, thank you for joining in with me and hanging out just for a little while. And if you can, please smash that like button and also share this link out to your friends. Those of you who might think that somebody might need to hear about treatment. Some of you who might have questions about multiple myeloma or wonder, hey, I gave to Miles for Moffitt, or I'm thinking about giving to Miles for Moffitt, but I'm not so sure. You see that sun? I had to put on the visor. Maybe you can you can ask in the chat later on when I get to the cancer treatment, and I can help you out. Maybe clear up some things for you. And Michelle, if you're in the chat, can you drop in the information about the donor who's matching everyone through next Tuesday? Because there is a donor, and this is speaking from Miles for Moffitt, who is matching any donations up to a total of $350,000 through next Tuesday. So any donations given to Miles for Moffitt between now and next Tuesday, this particular donor will double it. They'll match it. So, Michelle, if you could put the name of that donor in the link and put a little more information, in the chat, and a little more information, I would appreciate it. That way, folks can look at it for themselves and be like, wow, this is somebody helping out as well. And I'm helping them help others out. And it's a beautiful thing. And you can see the magic of community coming together to fight this nasty, nasty disease. And folks, I'm feeling the lack of traffic today. This is kind of nice. I'm on I-4 and I'm just moving. So again, I want to thank everyone who's in the chat right now for hanging out with me on a very unusual Wednesday as I make my way to treatment in downtown Orlando. And those of you who may remember, we did a live stream similar to this about a month ago at the treatment, and I'll be able to read the chat. So again, here I am running a monologue by myself for 15 minutes without being able to fully interact, and trying to, well, not trying, but and whilst driving on I-4, which is no joke. But y'all are getting to see it. And I know I'm not the only live streamer who streams whilst driving, but I am the prettiest. Kidding. Michelle's the prettiest, but she's not on the stream right now. But hopefully Michelle's in the chat. So that, because it is DC and Michelle do. It's not just DC do. Or DC does. I think that's proper. My mom would definitely correct me on that one. Get ready for that. But then we'll be going in. Those folks, but then again, they write their routines. Most of them do. They're not just talking off the cuff for an hour whilst I'm talking off the cuff. So does that make me a stand-up comedian? Oh man, it looks like I've lost everybody though. At any rate, I'm almost to my destination. And that destination is downtown. Downtown Orlando, the Orlando Health Cancer Institute. The magnificent Orlando Health Cancer Institute. And there's not too much traffic out here. That's good. That's good. And hopefully I can be here a little earlier, because I like to get here early to see if I can get ahead of the curve as far as, because there has to be lab work that's done, and the faster my lab work gets done, the faster I get getting treatment. And also, getting treatment means I get to go home and be with Michelle sooner. Because Michelle works from home, by the way. Because I know those of you who are paying attention said Michelle is working while I am going to treatment. So I think Michelle's just at home eating bonbons. She's working. All right. All right, guys. Whoops. Just getting ready. I'm here, guys. Still here. Just getting ready. Just getting ready, guys. Hey, how's it going?
Good, brother. What's the cell number?
Yeah, hold on just a second. Oh, sorry about that. All right, guys. Y'all know the drill. Just like at Disney, we're going through security, so I got to put y'all in the bag, okay? I know. It's tricky like that. Of course, you got a line this morning. So I'm going to put y'all in the bag, okay? In just a second. So get ready to be in the bag to go through the machine. So I'll see y'all on the other side, okay? I told you I'd be right back. They're keeping it warm in here, that's for sure. They're certainly keeping it warm in here. All right, guys, let's get ready to go to treatment. All right. All right. I think our gimbal might be asleep, guys. Oh. There we go. All right, so now we're going. For those of you who were here last time when we were doing treatment, you might remember where I go. I go up to the 5th floor, so that's where the fun is. And that's where we'll be for the next 5 or 6 hours. So stay tuned. And I'm gonna have to mute you again because I'm about to get off, okay, guys? Well, so I thought.
Not yet.
But whenever I get off, I've got to mute you guys. You'll get to see me, but you won't get to hear me for a little bit because sensitive information and all that. So thank you so much for coming along with us today, okay?
It's not too bad.
Super meaningful. All right, so here I am. So guys, I'm gonna put you on mute, okay? And I'm back. After going through security and going to front desk, I'm here. And I'm at a place that I affectionately call 5LP. And that's where I go every other week for my treatment. Treatment which I'm very gladly giving thanks for today. So hello in the chat. If you haven't yet, please smash that like button. And in just a moment, I'm going to be able to talk to you all about my treatment. Maybe ask or answer any questions that you might have about treatment. Specifically, multiple myeloma treatment. I can't speak for all treatments. Hey, Wally, what's going on? Good to see you. Good morning. Mike, great to see you this morning. And Jeffrey, good to see you this morning as well. Thanks for being here. Right now, we're just waiting to go back with their families. And man, those of you who are, there's nothing like it, spending time with family. Nothing is more important. Oh, wow, you're turning in for the night. Okay. Well, I hope you sleep well and have really sweet dreams. And today we are I'm DC, coming to you live from 5LP at Orlando Health Cancer Institute, where today I'll be receiving my treatment. Much like I did a month ago. Those of you who are able to join us in, we were talking about, or I was just showing what folks' donations had gone to as far as critical cancer research was concerned and the difference that it had made. And today is giving thanks for that treatment that I received. Jeffrey, thank you for sharing it on your Facebook. I appreciate that. And hopefully, folks that are coming in the chat, like I said, if you have questions, please put it in the chat, and I'd love to answer them. Love to help you out. Today is all about giving thanks for treatment, because that's Anthony, the Molar Man. Great to see you on this Wednesday morning. Good morning. Thanks for hopping in. And please don't forget to hit that like button, because I know you will. At least I think you will. At least I think Anthony will. And in case you're wondering, I'm waiting to go back to my room to begin treatment for the day. And usually, typically, what they'll do first, they'll have me, they'll get my vitals. So we're gonna see if they do that out here or they take me back there first. The exciting things of cancer treatment, or at least the protocol that they have here at Orlando Health. It looks like my phone is a little wonky. Let's see if that's any better. Thank you, Anthony. William, okay, I gotta go back and have my vitals checked, so I'm gonna put you on mute, okay? This is where I am today. Room 11. Oh, yeah. Ho, 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 ho. The sink? Oh, boy. And this right here, this machine, will be bringing all the magic to me live and direct. But enough of the machine. Y'all want to see me. As I get settled in. Check out my shoes. Good morning and welcome in, everyone.
Are you live?
I am live.
All right.
But once you start talking to me,
Okay.
you're
Good.
gonna,
I was like,
everything's
oh,
gonna
no,
get.
All right, my dear. I'm Stephanie.
Yes.
Me and Mary are together, so I'll be with you for your treatment today.
All right, guys, I'm gonna put y'all on mute because we gotta talk about some sensitive stuff. I'll be right back. Hey guys, and I'm back. I'm just checking the. Theo, welcome. Let's see who else is in that I might have missed. And Wally. And my wife, of course. All right. Yeah, we were just talking about some of the things about how I'm doing, how I'm responding to my medication, pain levels, basically a wellness set of questions. How am I doing, basically? And I get to talk about that. And so she just took blood. And what they'll do is they'll take that blood and they'll run some tests on it to make sure that I'm doing okay. And once they ascertain that I'm doing okay, that's when they start mixing up the drugs that they put into me to make me do better. Josie, what is good? Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome in the chat, as always. And for those of you who might have missed out, today we are giving thanks for treatment. That's the name of the game for today. That's what we're doing. I know last time we were here, we touched on Miles from Moffitt, in that we wanted to just give an example of what critical cancer research and the kind of treatment modalities look, because the current treatment regimen that I'm on is basically due to the fact that when I started it, it was like cutting edge and just FDA approved for treating multiple myeloma. So last time, like I said, that's what we were talking about. We were showing what the outcome of critical cancer research looks like. And today we're just giving thanks for treatment, and also giving thanks for all of you who have helped donate to Miles from Moffitt and who have helped to share it out, and those of you who have done so much to help so many others, including me. So thank you and cheers. I know it's Gatorade, it's not bubbly, but bubbly would be kind of inappropriate here on treatment day. So with that said, I'm certainly feeling refreshed. So like I said, they run the tests and they make up my medicine down in the pharmacy, and then it comes up. And it's a bit of a process, because once they come back and find out that I'm okay and ready for treatment, they give me things called pre-meds, which basically prep my body and get me ready to put in. So that tells you something about how powerful the medicine that I receive is, that they have to give me medicine before the medicine that they give me for treatment to make sure that I handle the treatment okay. So again, as I mentioned earlier, if you want to, if you have questions, just put them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to talk about it. And that's part of the reason why I'm here today, to answer any questions that you might have about treatment. And yeah, Josie, it's a whole process. It can be intense. One of the drugs they give me is a steroid, and Michelle can attest. It makes me act like a teenager sometimes, like a raging teenager a-hole. Like, I kid you not, I'm not exaggerating. That dexamethasone, loads of fun. So I invite you to Google dexamethasone and side effects sometime. Yeah, you can see what kind of fun DC goes through. And I have to take medication, right? Well, this it's in a different bottle, but the medication I'm about to take helps me with nausea. And I take that roughly every 8 hours on treatment day. It's called Zofran, and it really helps out with the nausea. So that's what I'm doing right now. Those of you who might be wondering, what's DC taking? DC will be taking lots of drugs today. Josie, great question about the drugs. What do they feel like during and after effects? Hold on. And I could feel that definitely during treatment as the medication begins to take over. And one of the other pre-meds they give me is literally Benadryl. So that makes me feel sleepy. And you'll see in a little while, once I have the pre-meds, that's when I'll stop the stream, because I'll start to get really groggy and really drowsy. At that point, I usually do sleeping. And then one of the drugs that I received called Kyprolis, when I received that, I can feel it going into me. Like I feel the medication going into me for the half hour that it's administered when it's being infused. And that's weird. Like to literally, must be a mighty powerful chemical if I can literally feel the liquid in my body. Like I don't feel it as in like liquid pressure. I feel like something coursing in my arm. And then as far as after, I get a lot of fatigue. Like today I'll go home and I'll nap. And I'll get up later this afternoon and I'll have a little bit of energy. And then, like I said, the dexamethasone's in my system, so it makes everything all wonky. And then tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll be a little more fatigued, tired, feeling not so great. And tomorrow I'll be really flush and hot from the dexamethasone. Like it's one of the weird after effects. The day after, my face will be red. I'll be red throughout my chest and arms, and I'll have like really intense sinus pressure. It's crazy. And then, like I said, on top of that, I'll be tired. And then on Friday, those side effects from the dexamethasone, the redness, the pressure, that'll be gone, and I'll still be tired. And that tiredness and fatigue begins to get a little bit better and a little bit better as the days progress. And then some days it feels like it's no further from treatment day than day one. But as a general rule, it gets to feeling a little better. But definitely I'm always kind of under, well, not always, but for a lot of the time under a cloud of fatigue. That's something that just goes along with the treatment. And yeah, Sleeping Movie Day is something that is a big do in the DC Michelle household. Very much so. Very much so. So those of you who just popped in and who are hanging out with me in the chat, This is DC of DC Michelle Do, and today I'm hanging out and giving thanks for treatment on this pre-Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving Eve. And I'm just here to answer any questions that you might have about treatment, any questions you might have about multiple myeloma, any questions you might have about me. That's kind of what I'm here for. And also in celebration of completing the Miles for Profit virtual 5K this past weekend. And up to this point, Team DC Michelle Do have raised $6,750. So thank you to all of you who have contributed thus far and have helped make a difference in funding critical cancer research. Thank you so much. Literally couldn't have done it without you. So big thanks to all of you. And I'm back, just like that. And also to let you guys know, if you can, between now and Tuesday, donate, because a third party is matching every donation that is given to Miles for Profit. So that means if you donate now, you can make even more of a difference, because I want to get the name of the third party right. Because Williams Automotive Group is extending their matching grant, and they're doing it all the way up to $350,000. So if you can give, please click on the link. And for those of you who can't, share it out to someone, because I'm sure there's somebody who can definitely help. And if not, they might know somebody who can help. Because let's face it, we've all been affected by this. All over my skeleton, thinking it was musculoskeletal pain. And Josie in the chat can remember that. If you remember, Josie, remember I thought that I had pulled a muscle. Remember Josie? Way back? Yeah. Because Josie in the chat, she and I were co-workers back in the day, right when this whole thing started. And I just thought it was muscle pain. And it turned out to be way worse than that. And like I said, the week before, the week leading up to it, that's when all the tests were run, skeletal surveys, blood tests, my first bone marrow biopsy, which was done manually, which was very uncomfortable, which, like I said, led to my diagnosis on December 26th, 2018. Which is coming up on 3 years now. Can't believe it. Oh no, Michelle, did it cut out? Is my signal bad? No, that was not a personal question at all. It's something I'll talk about. I'll talk about my cancer story all day long. And you're welcome, Wally. And if you would like to share in the chat, please feel free. Because I know your history is a lot deeper than mine. At the tail end. Okay. It's so weird because it's the camera's not moving. It's literally staying right there. And the funny thing is, Josie and everyone else, that pain, it turned out I had 2 fractured vertebrae. 2 fractured vertebrae. That was along with the lesions that were throughout the rest of my skeleton. And I had osteolytic lesions throughout my entire body. The only places that had not been affected yet were from my elbows down and from my knees down. But I had osteotic lesions all over my skeleton throughout, including 2 fractured vertebrae. So yeah, Josie, that pain that I was thinking was muscle pain, yeah, that was the pain of having 2 fractured vertebrae. Yeah, Wally. When Doc put in that corkscrew, and that was at the height of my back pain too. So, and he's just pushing, working it in there, and it was just sending reverberations of pain throughout my spine, and it was tremendously painful. Unfortunately, now I opt for the put me under version, where they put me under to the bone marrow biopsy, and then I wake up and then I have backside for about a week. Oh yeah, Michelle, you can remember it was very aggressive the way that he went in there with that tool to dig into my hip. I don't know how I kept from yelling out. Right, Shell? I may have oofed and hard. I do know that I didn't yell out like I should have. Like any normal person would have. Any normal person would have been like, ah! Instead, I'm like, whoa. But I think up to that point, I just dealt with so much pain anyway, right? Your biopsy in your chest? Are you talking about in your sternum, Wally? Oy vey. Yeah, they always take it out of my hip in the back. So again, thank you all for being here and hanging out with me today here as I'm at 5LP at Orlando Health Cancer Institute. Thank you for joining me, and today we're giving thanks for treatment, so thank you. So Wally, we're not keeping you awake right now, are we? Especially not with the boringness that is talking about treatment. And I'll see this little magic device. This is going to be feeding me the fun stuff here in a little bit that helps to fight the multiple myeloma that's all up in my business. Right smack dab in the middle of your sternum. Dang, Wally, that does not sound good. I don't. Yeah, because that way you could see it coming with that, I imagine. Well, cool. Thanks, Wally. And maybe by good cause, some folks will donate. And please don't be scared to. No. Thank you, Thea. Oh, man. So I just checked our team page for Miles from Moffett, and I appreciate those of you who have shared out the link to give. I definitely appreciate that, and if you haven't already, please do so we can get this in front of some folks who might be able to help donate today. And any little bit helps. It could be $1. And you can donate anonymously if you don't want your name to be known. Like if you prefer that, you can give anonymously. So please feel free to click the link so that way we can all chip in and fight this nasty disease. Cancer. Not just my cancer. Research helps everyone, not just me. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. And if you're a new subscriber here, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you know whenever we go live again. And do know that we, over the next couple of days, we're going to have at least one special live stream event to kind of ring in the holidays. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be about love and family and the holidays. So we'll be more than blessed if you can join us. That's right, Michelle. We are thankful for these drugs.
May I have your attention, please? Cancel Orange C North Tower, code gray 226.
I'll be right back, guys. Michelle, handle the chat. If you can. I don't think you can, but if not, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Hey, everybody. Josie, have you gotten any text messages from me? Meaning, have you gotten a new phone number? Because I texted you a little while ago and I didn't hear back. So I'm thinking you might have gotten a new phone number. So let me know in the chat if you got a new phone number. Good night, Wally. Please get some good sleep. But yeah. So, those of you who haven't figured it out yet, I'm at Orlando Health Cancer Institute receiving my treatment for multiple myeloma, and today we're giving thanks for that. And plus also giving thanks for all of you who have helped to donate to Miles for Moffitt. And you know, those of you who have donated to other important causes, you know, whether or not it's cancer. Thanks to all of you, really, for giving. Thanks for giving. So, that's our weird Thanksgiving. Cool, Josie. Good. This is like, maybe that weird Wisconsinite did some things. You never know. And Josie, the worry that Wally's talking about is real. And speaking of, I'm gonna have to let you go because I think somebody's about to be talking to me. So we're going private for a little bit.
Hey, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. And I was waiting for your lab work to come
So remember what I told you about the pre-meds? I just got them. Right now on that thing is the dexamethasone. And that is a steroid. And for all of you out there, Google dexamethasone and look up the side effects. And the pills that I took were Tylenol and Benadryl because they help with any reactions that I might have to the drugs that they put in me. So the Benadryl is going to make me drowsy here in a few, coupled with the dexamethasone, which makes everything go all crazy. So the real trick is, how much longer will I be able to stay in this live stream? Look at that, Josie called it. Those must be the pre-meds. And Michelle, they actually, the infusion they just started, that's actually the Dex. I'm not starting my chemo drugs yet. I was going to have to do the pre-meds and the Dex, and then then wait about an hour, then start the Kyprolis. And Theo, you're right. The Deco one is going to be a lot of fun. And Michelle, thank you for noting that I am looking good. Thank you, thank you. And see, now it's gotten to the point here in the room where I'm starting to get a little chilly, where I'm about to be blanket time. So you're about to see me all wrapped up in a blanket, and the blankets that they give you are warm. And let me tell you something: when you get a warm blanket when you're sitting and you've just taken Benadryl and you're also getting dexamethasone, whoo, it'll put you in sleepy time real quick. For some reason, it doesn't want to stay on my ear. I don't know why. Good question, Josie. I have treatments every other Wednesday. That is my current schedule. And Mike was the one that makes me drowsy administered yet. Yeah. I'm currently receiving an infusion of dexamethasone, which makes everything sideways, but they also give me literally Benadryl and Tylenol. And I don't know if those of you who have taken Benadryl before, I don't know how it affects you, but it definitely makes me drowsy. So the meds will probably kick in in about a half hour, 45 minutes. That's probably when we'll end today's fun live stream, where I'm giving thanks for the treatment that I'm receiving and sharing it with you guys. So it's great. So thank you so much for coming in and just spending some time with me, because that means a lot to me as well. Even though I get to hang out with these nurses and they're all lovely, it's great to spend time with you guys too. My YouTube family and some of you old friends, and definitely people who are very important to me. And you're right, Josie, if I pass out, someone will need to cut the fee. And Michelle, I give you the blessing. If Michelle's still there, Michelle's probably deep at work right now. I would imagine she is. Oh, she just popped in. Hey, Shell, I love you. Good to see you. Michelle has been in the phone, folks. You can see it right there in the chat. And Michelle, you got me before I got you. But in all seriousness, thank you for being here, all of you. And thank you for your support. It's so meaningful. And Josie, you're welcome. As far as sharing the experience goes, because I wanted to do it because it feels really good to be able to receive the treatment that I receive, to know that it gives me more time, that it keeps me healthy, that it's good. It's as close to a miracle as you can get, you know? And those are miracles that are funded by folks like yourself that help researchers find better treatments and more options for folks like me, for folks like your family members or your friends, maybe yourself, maybe your next door neighbor, whomever. You can believe that I'm not the only person talking or that's in this chat that is not affected, or excuse me, that is affected by cancer. I'm not the only one. And I think that's why those of you who are here right now are here. Because you've been affected by this thing. So thank you. Thank you for being here, hanging out with me. And like I said, hey Amputee Snoopy, good to see you. And like I said, if you have questions, put them in the chat. And that's questions about my treatment, questions about multiple myeloma, questions about Miles from Moffitt, questions about, just questions, shoot. I'll answer, or at least I will do my best. And if I can't do it, my co-pilot will do her best as well. Caroline, good morning, good to see you. And yeah, you're right, Michelle. Treatment is amazing, but we always need more. We always need more for, not just me, for everybody that has to deal with this. My brothers and sisters that are dealing with this disease. And let me check. Let's see where we are. Okay. All right, I just checked our totals, guys, on our team page for Miles from Moffitt, and folks, it doesn't look like anybody's donated during our stream so far. So if you can't, share it out with somebody who might be able to, and if you can donate $1, donate $1. No amount is too small. Excuse me.
I'm leaving your charts on your computer. Hello, hello.
Hello. I'm going to put y'all on mute. I got somebody coming
sorry.
in. No. Don't say sorry. And guys, I'm back. Thank you for being patient. I was just talking to one of those nurses that makes a difference and takes such good care of me while I'm here. She's actually the charge nurse today, and we were just talking about that. And also talking about the holidays. But it's folks like her, the caregivers, the nurses, who help make such a difference, and whom I'm so thankful for here at Orlando Health. Hey, love. I see your hearts. And yeah. And aside from Michelle, who is, of course, my number one caregiver and my best friend, love of my life, also, it's great when I'm here to have such wonderful people taking care of me, looking after me, and being ultimately very kind to me. And not just me, but my brothers and sisters who are here receiving treatment as well. They're the people who are making a difference. Because it's not just the drugs, it's also the folks who are administering it. And oddly enough, one of the questions that was just asked by the nurse, we're making sure, because I've gained a little bit of weight, so they had to call my doctor to see if they wanted to change the dosage for my treatment, because DC's getting to be a little chunky monkey here. So, but that conversation, I had to ask about me and Michelle's trip out to California last week, which Michelle and I will share with you guys probably on our next combined live stream. I think I missed Mike. Mike said he's going to DM. Okay. So, at any rate, thank you for hanging out. Definitely. And spending some time with me here on this treatment day. Because today I really wanted to give thanks, and this was Michelle's suggestion, give thanks for treatment. Because it's this treatment that allows me to be able to spend holidays and more time with Michelle, the rest of my family, my other friends, and even the folks here. It gives me more time. And wow, folks are leaving. Did I say something? Well, for those of you who are here, thank you for hanging out with me. For those of you who are not here, I don't know. Let's see here. And if you haven't yet, smash that like button. Because I don't think we're going to get to 100 today, which is kind of the YouTuber's goal. And Michelle, I know. I'm surprised that you're even able to hop in the chat here and there. Theo, thank you so much. Thank you so much for donating. And like I told you earlier, your donation is going to be matched by Wallace Automotive Group. So what you just gave is going to be doubled. So thank you so much. That is awesome. That means so much to me. You see this smile? This is the real deal. Theo, thank you. Thank you so much. This is part of the gratitude that I'm having. Theo, thank you for being here, for helping us, and thank you for helping. Oh gosh, wow, that's great. That's everything. Gotta put the mask on. I promised I wouldn't cry, but that's amazing. Whoa, Theo! Wow. Thank you so much, Theo. I'm on our team page right now. That is awesome. And like I said, no amount is too small. And Theo, that's great. Yeah. Whomever it goes to, it goes toward helping fund critical cancer research. Team or not, the whole team thing is just set up to make it easy for folks to go in and donate. That it's to streamline the process. And it allows us to point people in the right direction and get them there really quickly. And that's why we have that set up. So Theo, thank you for not only donating today through our team, but also when you donated directly to Moffitt. That's awesome. So thank you. So can we get some hearts in the chat for Theo for donating? Please, let's get some hearts in the chat. Let's show our gratitude to our fellow community members. Yep, Theo, they are doing well this year. They didn't, not yet. They haven't quite hit their fundraising goal for the year yet, but I think they're going to. I think they're close. And it's folks like yourself that are going to get them over the top. And Mike donated too? Awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. I missed it. It was probably when I was muted talking to a nurse about private things. So Mike, thank you as well for your donation and helping out. That's great. That's the kind of stuff I like to see. Because Moffitt means so much to me as well. Because I know as my care and my treatment continues, that they'll be a huge part of it. And any donations or anything that you've shared out is gonna affect, maybe in just the smallest way, but it's gonna affect my treatment. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. In some small percentage, it will, depending on how much you donate. But it will. It'll be part of what helps me to be better and helps me to get to be here with you guys. It gets me more time with my wife, my Michelle, the better half of DC and Michelle do. And that's what I'm most thankful for today. This stuff. Right here. Stuff hanging. The drugs, if you will. So if you hopped in, well, Michelle, better half, because you're awesome. I can be pretty good, but you're awesome. So that makes you better. And you can't argue with that. And if you could hear, the dexamethasone's got my nose a little stuffy right now. And I just trimmed my beard, so it's making my mask fit kind of funny. Y'all who could see it, I trimmed up my beard, so it's making my mask sit funny on my chin. That's why I keep fiddling with it. Theo, that's exactly right. your money is going to something good. It's good for so many and helps so many others. And it's wonderful that you're able to do so. And here comes my nurse with a little bit of medicine, so I've got to mute you.
You're the best.
All right, and I'm back. They just hung. That's the term for when they started infusion. They just hung the Kyprolis, and the Kyprolis is the one I can feel it going into me. Like it's so weird, and I'm not talking about feeling like the pressure from fluid. I can feel the actual medicine, and it's a weird feeling indeed. And I was just talking to one of my favorite nurses. His name is Sammy. He's a great guy. And we were just talking about Disneyland. Manny, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. And Michelle is right. Through next Tuesday, Wallace Automotive Group is matching all donations up to $350,000. So I don't think that. Well, yeah, we might raise $350,000 on our channel. We've raised not quite $6,900 so far, but we might get to $350,000. We might be able to do it. But I was muted because I was talking to a nurse, talking about private things. So those of you who don't know so far, I'm DC, and my wife is Michelle. We're DC Michelle Do, and today the purpose of our live stream, we're just being thankful for my treatment, and also wanting to thank all y'all who have donated and or shared out and or talked about helping us raise funds for Miles for Moffitt. So thank you to you, and thank you to the drugs that are going in me right now to help me to be helpful. And Donna, who doesn't cook, thank you so much for donating. Thank you so much for helping out. And Manny, thank you for letting me know I look good, even though I'm in treatment land right now. But and Donna, thank you for your prayers as well. Thank you for that. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your donations. Hey guys, this is all about gratitude. This is pre-Thanksgiving. Just a little way that Michelle and me, we wanted to give thanks and do it while I'm here, while I'm directly here. And I love to see those numbers go up, guys, on our team page. I love to see it. And I'm so thankful for all of you who donated. Really means everything. Oh, hold on just a second, guys.
Sorry.
You don't have to And I'm back. And I mute you guys whenever a nurse comes in because we talk about certain medical things, and I might be sharing private information with me. And or they might be sharing private information about themselves because some of these nurses are my friends. And again, today, Donna, who doesn't cook, Mike, and Theo, thank you so much for giving. And for those of you who have just shared this out, thank you so much. For those of you who have hit the like button, thank you so much. For those of you who are just here hanging out, thank you so much. Manny, cancer-free or not, I would love to counsel and be there for folks going through chemo. Oh, and before I forget, another thing that we have today in the stream, if you have questions about my treatment, questions about multiple myeloma, or just questions in general, please feel free to ask, because I would love to provide you any information, any guidance that you might have. If you have cancer and you're feeling scared, you need somebody to talk to, reach out to me on Instagram, because there you can direct message me and Michelle, and I'll do my best to be there for you. At the very least, I'll listen. At the very least, I can listen. I can do that. I may not be able to help, but I can listen. I can definitely do that. And that also reminds me, if you know somebody out there and you don't know what to do, you can listen. You can always listen to folks. You can always offer that, because that sometimes is all that somebody needs. And a lot of times you'll find that when you listen, you learn about yourself, believe it or not. So Manny, thank you for that encouragement.
I'll just call charge. It's okay.
And Michelle, thank you for saying I'm a good listener. You know that listening for me can be difficult because I like to problem solve. So you know that you say I'm a good listener, or a very good listener is what you said, but you know that I've worked hard at becoming a better listener as opposed to a problem solver. But thank you, Shaw, for that acknowledgement. I love you. And I took the mask off so I could show full face to my wife whilst thanking her. And to let you know that I am deep within my room, and there is a huge, it's probably 12 feet between myself and the hallway. So when I take this off, I'm not putting anyone out there in any type of like potential exposure. I'm being very careful. Those of you who might be wondering, and now you're just pouring it on, Michelle, saying I'm a good problem solver. I'll solve your problems. I will give you the problems and you will have to figure them out yourself. Yeah, Manny, I don't think Michelle was talking about you. Although you might be a good problem solver and it might be a good listener, Manny. You might be, we don't know that. Oh yeah, and Michelle, everybody is feeling the shoes. Even Mary. You remember Mary, the little lady from next door, or not the little lady, but the little nurse from 2ACC, the Irish lady? Yeah. Even she like loved the shoes. So, big hit. Manny, there is a TV in here, but I typically don't watch it. Once the drugs really start to kick in, I would just, more than like, I go in and out of sleep. So Manny, that's what I usually will involve myself with. Because the TV is right there. You see it? There's the TV right there. On that little folding arm. But like I said, I do not use it. I could if I would. But at any rate, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Let's see here. Do we have is anybody liking this? We got a few likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, smash it. If you like this. That lets YouTube know that you're enjoying yourself hanging out with DC and Michelle. Well, kind of Michelle. Michelle's in and out. She's not physically here with me though. And for those of you wondering where I am in downtown Orlando at the Orlando Health Cancer Institute on 5LP receiving my treatment for multiple myeloma. Those of you who are like, hey, what kind of cancer does that guy have? It's multiple myeloma. And to make it really easy, Michelle, drop a link in the chat. Wait, if you get a chance, drop a link in the chat that will let folks know all about multiple myeloma. But today we're here to talk about just being thankful for treatment. As I'm sure all of us who are facing this nasty disease, we're thankful that we do have treatment options to help to take care of us so that we can spend more time with all of you. Because we love you and we're thankful for you. And it's the stuff that's up there that facilitates us being able to spend time with you. Very thankful for it. And now the drugs are beginning to kick in. I'm definitely beginning to feel them, so I might be cutting the live stream short because I can feel the energy wane starting to happen. That smile is for thanking all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, Michelle. And thank you for the rest well concerns is also down. And I'm going to say it again. I know it's a broken record, but if you can, please click on our link to help donate towards raising funds for critical cancer research. And between now and Tuesday, Wallace Automotive Group is going to match any donation up to $350,000 towards any fundraising. So if you can donate even $1, guess what? It's just like you donated $2. If you donate $5, it's like you donated $10. Whatever amount that you can donate, just think that it's doubled. And again, no amount is too small. And if you want to be anonymous, you can donate anonymously too, if that's what you feel more comfortable doing. That is certainly an option. So feel free to do that as well. And if you can't donate financially, please share it out with a friend or a family member. Put it in an email. Give somebody a call and say, hey, go on YouTube, look up DC Michelle Do, and then go to their About section. And you'll find a place where you can sign up for Miles from Moffitt to donate as we help raise funds for critical cancer research. If you can. And if you can't do either one of those things, hit the like button. Because if you hit the like button, that means that YouTube sees it and says, hey, let's send some more people over there. People that you don't even know, that I don't even know, that might come in and be like, wow, they're helping to do something to make a difference, to raise funds, to help others. And that's the greatest thing. It's awesome. And that's part of the reason why we're here, because we're thankful. We're thankful for the medicine, which was created because of research. And guess what funded that research? Yes, grants did, but also individual donations from folks just like yourself have helped to make that difference. You out there, anything that you've given, and not just to Moffitt, but to any organization that helps facilitate cancer research, is part of the reason why I'm receiving the treatment that I'm receiving today. So thank you. Manny, thank you for your donations. That's awesome. You did it through the mail. See, there's so many ways that we can do it. It's almost as if they want to make it easy for you to donate money, right?
Did you sign off on the magnesium?
I'm hearing lots of nurse talk out there. Oops. Hey folks, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Michelle says, are you getting sleepy? Yeah, I'm not necessarily sleepy, but I'm beginning to feel the drugs. They're beginning to affect me. Beginning to get a little loopy. But just want to let you know in the chat that within the next couple of days, we're going to have a very fun live stream in store. We got a few little things to iron out, and Michelle knows what I'm talking about, but we should be having a very special holiday themed live stream coming up in the next couple of days. And I think Michelle's putting hints up in the chat. So if you haven't yet, please smash that like button, because it's very helpful. And if you're not subscribed to us, please subscribe. It's not all cancer treatment related, but Donna, thank you so much. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. But wow, yeah. See, now you're beginning to see the effects of the medication that I'm receiving. It's definitely pulling me down. So with that said, guys, I think that we're going to be wrapping it up. I think so. Because I really wanted to come on here today and just show my thanks and gratitude for the treatment that I receive. And also, I want to show gratitude to all the folks who donated to Miles for Moffitt through our team. And I'm going to do one quick check on our team total. And on our page, it shows $6,855, but I know that we have an additional $50 donation that we have to move over. So right now we are sitting at $6,905 in donations. So thank you so much. $6,905. Wow. It's amazing to be a part of this. Thank you, all of you who have helped. Mike, thank you. And if you when you check in, I may not be online, but DM me on Instagram. But yeah, $6,905. Thank you so much, all of you, because you're helping to make a difference in so many lives, and it's appreciated beyond what you can understand. And you see this right here? That means my Kyprolis infusion is almost done. That means I'm one step closer to being through with my infusion for the day. Yeah, man, we miss seeing you when we were out in Cali too, but we were busy, and then I got sick, so, you know, what can you do? So again, folks, thank you. I appreciate it. But the drugs are beginning to really kick in, and I'm getting very drowsy and a little woozy, so I'm gonna have to call the live stream. And with a heart full of gratitude and thanks. And this is about to run out. So that means the nurse is gonna have to come in here and fix something. So you hear that beep? Yep. So I'm gonna put it on pause and I'll be right back, okay? I gotta, well, not pause, but mute, okay? Because that means that I'm done with Kyprolis. So 1 second, guys. The alarm is still going off the whole time. And they just delivered some food to us. That's who just came through, but I'm waiting on the nurse to come and fix this. Y'all hear that beeping? It's been going on nonstop. And Manny, thank you for calling me a hero. I don't know what I did, but if you say so. There she is.
I knew that was you.
See, right now they're checking to see if my last medication is ready. Because they have to make it here on site. So she's going to check and see if it's ready, because I'm done with the Kyprolis. Now it's a matter of, is the Darzalex ready? She's finding that out for me right now. So before I sign off, I'm just waiting to find out. That's right, Manny. Michelle, keep it up. You are the hero. You are the superstar. And I love you.
Okay, no worries. I'm having trouble with Mary's patient.
I'm about to fall asleep at the wheel, y'all. Alright, well, while they're checking, I'm going to go ahead and let you all know. Again, thank you so much. For those of you who have hung out with me today, those of you who have donated, those of you who have shared out, those of you who have hit that thumbs up, those of you who have subscribed, all of you, thank you so much for being here and who you all are for me and Michelle. We are so thankful for all of you. Thankful for the treatment today. That's what we're here giving thanks for, but we're also very thankful for all of you. From the bottom of our hearts. We love all of you. We're very thankful for you. And with that said, we hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hopefully it's filled with whatever you want it to be filled with. And hopefully your heart and soul and mind are able to find things to be thankful for. Because I know I'll be, and I know that Michelle will be. So I can hope the same for all of you, that all of you feel all the things that we can have gratitude for. All the fortunes that we all have, all the different fortunes that we have, all the opportunities that we might have, and all the challenges that we might have. So with that said, I'm thankful. Thankful. Life is very good. Very thankful for it. And Michelle, I'm beyond thankful for you, and I love you. My wife, my best friend, my partner, my caregiver, my everything. I love you, sweetheart. And with that said, be on the lookout for something fun this weekend from DC and Michelle. We're definitely going to have some holiday fun, and hopefully we'll be able to share it with you. So with that said, thank you. Have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you soon. And remember, do or do not. There is no try.